Hello, welcome to my second ever bodybuilding vlog. I'm one day out for my second show ever, the TNT Muscle Showdown here in Edmonton. This is my place. I've got all my bodybuilding sups lined up. I had to bring my rice cooker, all my, low calorie sauces, low calorie syrups with me. Basically, everything I need for the show. I wrapped up all my pre-cooked chicken, bison, potato, rice, veggies, everything up. Brought my carry-on with me just so I didn't have to cook them here, because as you can see, all I have is like one shitty little stovetop, no oven or anything. And it's basically the only way I'm gonna be able to stay on diet and hit all my meals before show day. This is my pad, pretty sweet. And yeah, right now we're at the point where my coach sends me like 2 meals of what to eat for the day, with a very specific amount of like salt intake, water intake, do 2 or 3 rounds of posing after each meal. Like that's basically the level of like, consistency and level, like how meticulous we're getting in between meals this close to a show. So yeah, I'm gonna send him a check-in a little bit after my second meal here and then check back in again. All right, so this is my presentation round. This is my very first time I step on stage. It's a 30-second routine that is judged. This along with the comparison rounds are the only 2 things that are actually judged. The comparison rounds will be at the end of the video. So they'll be after I've done my vlog, after I'm done my talking. I didn't include my 1-minute posing routine, so it's just this and the comparison rounds at the end. So hope you enjoy the blog and the video at the end. Thanks for watching. All right, I'm back. I didn't take any more videos the day before the show or the day of the show. It was just too hectic. We're doing too many check-ins. I just need to focus on the competition. So this is 10 days post-show. Just want to do a little bit of recap, how it went, how I felt, what I did during prep. I like doing these videos just because it's good for me to look back on and see what I was doing at my last show, where I was at mentally. So it's good for me to keep like a log, and hopefully interesting for anyone who wants to learn a little bit, but like what goes into a hard prep or rebound or just things like that. So I'm 10 days post show. I'm up 10 pounds. The show went very well. I got second in my class. And the guy that beat me won the overall. So how it works, like in classic physique, there are 4 classes, A, B, C, D, depending on your height. I was in class B, which there was like 8 or 9 competitors in. And the winner of each class goes and competes in the overall. And then whoever wins the overall wins the show. But you only need to place top 3 in your class to advance to the next level of shows, called the Pro Qualifier. If you win one of those, you get an IFBB Pro card, which is the next goal. But I don't know what show I'm doing next, but I'll get to that later. The event itself was super fun, made some good friends. It was great having like so much support from like friends and family, people online. So thank you for that. It was great people watching the live stream. The show was in Edmonton, so I didn't know anyone in the crowd except for two people that were cheering me on. So like it's definitely quiet when they call your name and you walk out there. So knowing there was people watching online was very nice, having that in the back of my head. But yeah, the show itself went really good. I was one of the smallest guys on stage in a very stacked lineup. The only thing that carried me was my conditioning, my posing. I think my structure too was good. I can't, the metrics I could control, which are conditioning and posing. I just really tried to nail those like as hard as I could. And yeah, it translated very well on stage. I weighed in 171 the day before my show at nighttime. And I was wearing like a sweater and sweatpants, so I was actually lighter than that. the morning of my show after the water cut, I was 166.8. And I got heighted in at 5'9.25", which means my weight cap is 202 pounds. So I have 35 pounds that I'm allowed to put on is part of my amateur weight cap, which is a lot of room to grow. And considering I got second, with that much like room to grow is like a good indicator that hopefully the next show goes even better. The heaviest I got in the off season was 211 pounds, and I did an 20 week prep. I don't remember. So I'm down 40, I lost 44 pounds around there, which is a lot. We did it pretty slow and like meticulously. It wasn't too hard on the body, but you could definitely see it at the end. Even now, like in my face is like very skinny, and yeah, the entire prep went good as a whole though. I worked with Ross Flanagan. We've been working together about a year now. He's like an extremely good coach, very diligent, very to the point, very like he looks after like all every single metric. Like he's very detail oriented. So am I. So it's been great working with him. When I started with him, honestly, I was only following his plan to like 70 to 80% adherence. I wasn't used to like working as hard as he like wants his athletes to work, but slowly over time, I like got better and better. And for prep, like the entire prep, I followed it. His plan to like almost 100% adherence, and it was a lot of work. But for prep itself, near the end of it, I started working with two posing coaches, Daniel Coffin, who's a very good posing coach. He's an educator he might even be the head educator with J3 University. Another posing coach, a buddy of mine, Aiden Cadwell. He's like another classic physique competitor. He's really good, or he helped me put together my posing routine and presentation round. He's a really good poser, so he helped me. And then Dan just helped me solidify my actual like mandatory poses that you need to do, and then sort of just polished up my posing routines. And then the last few weeks of prep and my rebound, Ross has been sending my check-ins to his coach, Don Cordon, as well, who's just to get another set of eyes on me and sort of tweak things, which I like appreciate a ton. More sets of eyes the better, especially from that high level of a coach. He has multiple athletes that compete at the Olympia, so he's been a super big help. And I like super duper grateful that he was willing to do that as well. For the prep itself, I was putting in 100% effort just to see where I would stack up against the competition. If I do one show, like, hey, we're gonna make this a priority, I'm gonna go to work. Everything outside of work is basically gonna be 100% bodybuilding, and then whatever I have time for is, usually spent relaxing, but I was so tired. I didn't do much else. I didn't see family or friends very much. I was just focused on the show. It was a hard prep, or it wasn't a hard prep, but I put a lot of work into the prep. I was working 12-hour days, like 16, 18 days a month, which was a lot. Doing 20 minutes of posing a day, 40 to 50 minutes of cardio after work, sometimes a workout as well. If I wasn't working, I was also doing 4,000 steps in the morning, training, and then doing like 35, 40 minutes of cardio. I did 30 minutes of rolling before every single workout, bit of stretching. Every single morning, woke up, did vacuums, which is like basically a breathing exercise for bodybuilding, keeping your stomach sucked in. Did that for 5 minutes every morning for 5 months. Didn't miss any meals, didn't cheat my diet once. Kept like a very good log, my water, like heart rate, blood pressure, all that stuff. Just like tried to monitor every single marker I could, do as best I can at the show. And like, I think what I put into the contest was a direct result, what I got out of it. I mean, second's pretty good for my second show. I was really happy with how it went. Recovery days, I did things like cold plunge, sauna, rolled out, got a massage when it was available. And like weeks leading up to the show, I was sending my coach like post-workout pictures, like immediately post-workout, just because he wanted to see how I looked, like with a pump. And then very close to the show, like probably like 10 days out, I was like posing 3 times a day, like right before I ate a meal, exact steps and water intake. So the closer I got to the show, the more like meticulous and organized we got. Cut out things like even switching from like granulated sweetener, which is supposed to be 0 calories but kind of isn't, to like liquid sweetener. Cut out already low calorie sauces like salsa and like low sugar barbecue sauce for even lower calorie sauces like hot sauce and some of that stuff you'd find at like supplement stores, like that low calorie or no calorie kind of specialty sauces sort of thing. Post show, like show day, I binged really hard. It was not good. I felt pretty bloated and just like I overate for 2 days. But the following week was pretty clean. I eat out once or twice a day, which my coach didn't encourage, but he knew what happened. So he's like, yeah, just keep it relatively clean. I did. Cheat meals were relatively clean, except for like I had some cookies and stuff, of course. But yeah, I'm focusing on recovery and clean eating post show. I did IV therapy like 2 or 3 days out of my show, which was like glutathione or glutathione, something like that. Vitamin B12, vitamin C, vitamin D, magnesium, calcium, just like a bunch of electrolytes and things your body needs. BCAAs. Yeah, and that felt really good. Like my body needed it post show. Went to this like crazy spa where there was like eucalyptus steam sauna and dry saunas and like a sauna that just had like a bunch of like Himalayan rock salt in it. So that was good. And got a massage right after. Doing that right after my show was definitely really good on the body. Right now, focused on doing a good rebound phase. A rebound phase is like the period post show where it's just the period post show. My coach sent me a post by John Jewett. John Jewett's like a very intelligent, a very well-respected bodybuilder. He's the founder of J3 University as well. He said in the post that the kind of rebound phase you have determines basically the success of your off season. And that's sort of what we're applying to my rebound phase and off season. I'm going to try and stay lean, slowly put on mass, get the right amount of cardio in, manage stress and rest effectively. Just going to have a much better off season. Only training at like 75% intensity right now. We'll slowly ramp that up. Just give my body a break. It was a long prep. It's a long time to diet. It's a lot to put your body through. We're in no rush. We have no plans to pick a show or anything. The plan is just to grow. I have no shows picked. We're gonna be very fluid with how we're doing things. Like we'll get up to, I don't know, like 200 pounds maybe, or whatever weight. See where I'm at, check how lean I am, see if it makes sense to either do recomp, keep pushing up, or yeah, we're just gonna continuously reassess where I'm at and like make decisions as we go to what's optimal. Want to put on as much muscle as possible in a short time frame, whether that means staying lean sort of all year round or that means doing a bigger off season. We'll just see how my body reacts to the rebound phase and go from there. I'm not gonna, break diet. I'm gonna keep up on the recovery days. I'm gonna stick to almost 100% adherence to my coach's plan in the rebound and off season phase. Just with how well it went during prep. If I do that in the off season, probably have a good off season too. So that's the plan. Also got this video package of the head judge, Paul Lazone, who's
an awesome judge, super duper knowledgeable about bodybuilding. He gave me an awesome critique. He's on a podcast I watch too called Bro Chat. It's a super funny bodybuilding podcast. So I know him from that as well. But he critiqued my presentation round and my comparison rounds. And at the end of the video, I'll post them. I'm not good at video editing, so we'll see how it goes. I'll string them along so you can watch them both because they're pretty good quality. The areas I need improvement are like my back, chest, arms, hamstrings, upper body mostly. So I'm working with my coach. We're making a brand new program just to fit my new work schedule and then optimize bringing up my weak points. I think a combination of that, being super meticulous at the rebound, and working, with the coaches I've been working with, we're going to have a very good off season, very successful off season, and hopefully get my pro card soon in the next little bit here, whatever show I decide to do next. I'm technically qualified for the Van Pro next weekend. I'm not doing it. I wouldn't be competitive there. I'm just not at that level yet. I'm technically qualified for the Toronto Pro next year in May. I don't know if I'll have a good enough off season to get to that, but we'll see. But yeah, thanks for listening. This will be good for me to look back on too for my next show as well. I might do more videos just here and there, just share kind of my knowledge, what I do. But yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And yeah, until next time.
It's lonely at the top, so I'm told. But the bottom of the barrel is a place for me to grow. I'm searching for a tuck away my soul.